Tom Hauser here with another midweek blessing. You know, one of my least favorite things to do, that is setting a mouse trap. I'm not a big fan of mice, that's why we buy traps, I guess. But B, mouse traps, despite the fact that they've been around forever, are designed just so poorly. So to set this thing, you're in great danger of snapping your own finger off. And so every time I set one, it usually goes off on me accidentally once, scares me to death. And then finally I get it set and I set it down very gingerly. My heart rate is elevated, my blood pressure's up. It's just, I hate setting mouse traps. But mouse traps are very useful to catch mice. So if you don't want mice, set mouse traps. Believe it or not, that idea came to me yesterday morning when I read a chapter of Proverbs for the day. And it reminded me of two other Proverbs from two prior days. Let me read these three Proverbs to you one at a time. Proverbs 27:6 says, "Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy." Proverbs 28:23 says, "In the end, people appreciate honest criticism far more than flattery." And Proverbs 29:5 says, "To flatter friends is to lay a trap for their feet." To flatter friends is to lay a trap for their feet. All three of these Proverbs, to me, speak to this necessity of having friends who will tell you the truth. They will not tell you what you want to hear, they'll tell you what you need to hear. They won't tell you what will make you feel good in the moment, they'll tell you what will make you be better in the long run. And these friends are hard to find, but to surround yourself with other kinds of friends that will just make you feel better, that's very dangerous. Better to have wounds, have words that hurt or actions that hurt from a sincere friend who's trying to help. That's better than having a whole bunch of kisses, which seems like a good thing to me. Honest criticism is better than flattery. Flattery is this idea of overdoing how good something is or how competent someone is, of laying on these great words to say how great a person did at a certain thing. Flattery, and that proverb says that in the end, people really want honest criticism. They want to know what they did well, sure, because everybody loves that, but they really do want to know what they need to work on, what didn't really go so well. And then from Proverbs 29, "To flatter friends is to lay a trap for their feet." I stuck on that one for a while. What does that mean? To flatter friends is to lay a trap for their feet. Well, we lay a trap to catch someone. People get stuck in a trap. Animals get stuck in a trap. They get trapped in a trap and they can't get out. What's the trap that flattery sets? The trap is, I'm fine. The trap is, I don't have anything I need to work on. The trap is that thing that I'm thinking or that way I'm behaving or the way that I'm reacting inside. It's great. It's good. I don't have anything to work on. That's the trap. The trap is I'm a done deal. I don't have to worry about working on me. And it's a dangerous, dangerous trap to really think that of yourself. And so here's my encouragement for you today. That is, find a friend who will be honest with you. Find a friend that won't flatter you, that won't tell you things that aren't true. Find a friend who's willing to wound you in order to keep you from stepping into the trap of thinking everything's fine. Find one of those friends. By the way, to find a friend like that, you're going to have to give them permission to do it because it's not normal, it's not natural, it's not easy to tell someone something like that. So don't just assume someone will naturally do it. Find someone that you think you can trust, whose opinion that you value, you see a life that's worth emulating, and ask them to be that kind of friend to you. Give them permission, actually, not even permission, encourage them to tell you the truth about some area of your life. That's the first thing I'd encourage you to do. The second is to be that kind of friend for somebody. Don't do it unless they ask. Don't volunteer to be that kind of friend to somebody. But when they ask, agree to do it. Agree to take the difficult step of pointing out things in their life that need some thought, some corrections, some change. Do it in a loving way, in a kind way. But a true friend, a sincere friend, a non-flattering friend will give honest advice, honest counsel, will point out some things that aren't quite the way they should be. By the way, if you don't have anybody in your life like that, if you don't have anybody in your life who tells you things you don't want to hear, I just want to say that is a dangerous, dangerous way to live. So if you don't have anybody like that, you need to find someone and give them permission to say exactly what they really think about you, to help you, to encourage you, but also to challenge you. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Be on the lookout for such a friend. Find one, be one. Till next time, peace, friends.